This video is about silence. I was just having lunch with my friend Gavin, who is also quite a bit of a philosopher, and we were talking about the daily noises that we hear wherever we live. He shared his experience about the noise the crows make early in the morning. They gather and then they say, "Crow, crow, crow." It's quite an irritating one, actually speaking. And then I shared my experience with him in the place where I am. In the same block, I changed to 3 different places. Still, I can't get rid of the noises. This is becoming a big concern. It is not a concern for a lot of people because they're not conscious, and I'm not presumptuous when I say this, because I was one among them. There was a time, no matter what noise around, I would just close my eyes and then snore to glory. But as you take meditation seriously, you become a thinker, or if you get into some sort of fitness, yoga, if you have any bit of a liking, like the noise just started, if you have any bit of a liking for meditative feeling, calmness, you can't help but notice this. It cannot go on forever in your life. The dogs, the crows, the bats, traffic sounds that people make. A few years ago there was just TV and we had to control just television, and then if you're living next to a family, there are these elder people who like to watch television, and because they cannot hear and they don't like the idea of wearing headphones and all that, so and they can't hear that very well in their living room, they turn the volume up, and the traffic sounds here and there that you hear, and the other sounds that people make, and the kids especially, the kind of noise that they make. I mean, playing is beautiful, playing is good if they play it well, but then mostly they end up making a lot of noise. My whole point here is that for these self-development, personal effectiveness, or peak performance, whatever you call it, self-management, mind management, meditativeness, mindfulness, for all of these things to work really, if you want them to take place in your life and produce results, not just a rosy concept. And Gavin, this is not AI, okay? You know it for a fact, and at least this time you're commenting on something that is real, okay? And the interesting thing is that whenever I bring up this topic, a lot of people turn philosophers right then and there. Oh, you know what, if you're a meditator, you should not be bothered about the noises, How do you not hear what you hear? Before you were unconscious, I was, and I didn't hear because I was not paying attention, or it was not getting registered in my mind, or something like that, right? What is meditation about? It is about noticing each, all the sounds, not just major sounds, all the tiny ones, to the last and most mellow sound that happens in the background of crickets. But people like that idea, it's like that saying that goes, people don't necessarily want to be loved, but they like the idea of being loved. It's like that with meditation. People don't necessarily want to meditate because it's a very boring process, really, initially. But they like the idea of this meditation. All the sweety, sugary, chocolatey, creamy, all that they have imagined, all that they have read and misinterpreted, So they're like, meditators are more resilient. Okay, they're more resilient for other things, not when there's stupid sound noise going on, and you can do something about it and stop the noise. Like the dogs, stray dogs. I love dogs, but these are the dogs that don't have to work for food. They don't have to make an effort, and so their physical energy is not used. An entire night they keep barking, they keep fighting with the other dogs, from wherever they hear the sound or from another territory. And they keep relaxing and resting during the day, which all humans find very wonderfully comfortable. I mean, it's okay, there's the dogs, they keep barking. Sometimes dogs are right there next to their window and going on for like 30, 40 minutes, and they don't have a problem. These are amazing people. They don't need meditation in their life. I mean, they have already achieved nirvana and everything. But we haven't, so we have to take care of that. Just a while ago, I was living in a fantastic apartment with a fantastic view. But then the very next day that I checked in, I discovered so many sounds. Oh my God. There was this little temple somewhere close by, and then temple sound is very nice, the bells are very good, but they had put a huge bell just to attract people. It was a business. Including that, the dogs, the pack of dogs that lived there, the bats in the trees out there, good view, but then it comes with a price, right? The crows, early morning conference that they make, sitting on a wire, that making sure everybody's here. Okay, what's the mission for today? All of that. So, to our great friends who turn philosophers without really meditating, oh, if you're a meditator, it shouldn't bother you. Look at any ashram, any monastery, any church, any big spiritual organizations. Where are they located? In the center of the market, in the center of the city?